Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. I'm going to talk about how to date well and humbling tactics and negging men do. You probably watched Love Island and you probably saw the happy couple and you probably feel like, oh, I want to date. So the first one is backhanded compliments. A guy might say something to you. You might feel like, oh, was that a compliment or was that a dig? Was that shade? And it might make you feel kind of like discouraged and you feel uncomfortable. You don't feel empowered, and you start to wonder if was he being shady or is all in your head. And it's important to have discernment. It's really important to not downplay any digs or shade, because when you're on your purpose and you're confident and you're rebuilding your self-esteem, there are going to be men out there that try to tear you down because of how insecure and weak they are, and they're just scared. They feel very scared. They feel like they have to humble you and put you down, and it's so important not to take the shade lightly. And because sometimes there's trolls online that is very other. They put you down and you feel discouraged and you have to block. But some men, they do it in a sly way because they're a bit of a coward and they're weak, and they just don't have the confidence to be upfront how they feel. And the second one is they compare you to others, in a sly way, and it doesn't feel good because you feel like you're being compared to, and it's not in a nice way. It's not in like an encouragement kind of way. It's kind of like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, and they have to tear you down to make you second guess yourself, because they have fear. They have fear that you feel like they'll feel like if you know your worth, you walk away, and they have this fear, and they have such low self-esteem, and you got to avoid men like that. You got to avoid men that have low self-esteem. They need to heal. They need to go and get healing and counselling, and need to work on themselves and their traumas, and take time out to just make it about them and God. The third one is hot and cold behaviour, mind games. They feel like their personality, their just them as they are. They feel like they can't be their authentic self. They feel like they can't be themselves, and they feel like their personality is boring, that you'll get bored and walk away, and you thought, oh, he's too predictable. So they have to play mind games. They have to, play a few games to keep you guessing, because they have such low self-esteem that they feel like they have to leave you guessing, because maybe they got rejected in the past and they were called corny, or they was just called boring and stuff, and they're trying to be interesting by playing mind games with you, and you don't find it interesting. You're getting irritated, you get annoyed, and it's so important not to get caught up and second guess yourself and be confused, and don't fall for the games. Sometimes you just have to step back and focus on other things, and when the guy is ready to heal, he will come back and realize that your self-esteem's not on the floor, and you are still happy and you're doing well. And the fourth one is being forgetful, forgetting important information, and he's trying to make you feel like you're not worth remembering, and it's to keep you on your toes and think, oh, okay, I'm not all that then. I'm not this beautiful woman with worth. And it's just like these humbling tactics that try to make you feel like you got to humble yourself, you got to put yourself down, and and there's just so much con artists out there. You have to be very, very careful that there's some men that want to put you down. They just want to humble you and make you feel like, oh, you're not that important. You are important. You're worth it. And and the solution is be observant. Pray, and have discernment, and don't be so desperate to constantly date, because sometimes when you date too much, you overlook red flags. Date twice a year or once a year. You don't have to be constantly dating all the time and panicking, because sometimes when you're rushing and you think it's quality over quantity. So you don't have to be dating every single month. You don't have to be dating all the time. You can have alone time with just you and God and have wholeness and be content. You can be happy. You don't have to, because sometimes people get burnt out because they feel like they have to date every day. They have to talk to a guy every single day, and it gets draining. And some people get depressed and they feel sad and don't know why, but it's because of the men they keep talking to, and they can't. When you're dating all the time, it's hard to see what the problem is, and sometimes you just need to focus on putting God first, working out, being healthy, and focus on your businesses and your ideas, and focus on your passions. So I hope that helped. If you need any counselling or coaching or prayer request or anything else, email me. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for listening. Bye.